Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel, Midge in the Making. Today I'm going to be making creamy, cheesy chicken with vegetables. It's a pantry challenge meal and it's my first one and I'm super excited about it. I thought I'd bring you along to show you how I made this dish. It's everything from my pantry and freezer. So, yeah, let's get started. So in my little saucepan I have about 1.5 cups of half and half. Now, I don't measure a lot, so you're going to see me not really measuring anything. I don't. I do it by eye. I've been cooking so long, but I'm going to give you my guesstimation so that you can make this and then you can kind of, season to taste for your family. I'm just sharing really what I did, and it's not really hard. It's delicious, and I thought I would share this at least with you and give you an idea or ballpark figure of what I think went into this by eyeballing it. I'm usually pretty accurate, so here we go. It's 1.5 cups of half and half, a half a stick of butter, and to that I've got about 1.5 cups of Velveeta cheese, a half a cup of Mexican blend cheese, and 1 can of cream of chicken condensed soup. And in my water, I'm putting about 1.5 teaspoons of salt for the flavor to flavor my pasta. So anyway, on my sauce, I'm going to salt and pepper that to taste. I'm going to use a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and a half a teaspoon of poultry seasoning, and about a half a teaspoon of dry mustard. I'm going to bring all that together, mixing it really well. It's going to thicken as that cheese melts, and it's going to make a delicious sauce. In my cast iron skillet, I've got that on about a medium-high heat when I add my vegetables to it. I've added about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of unsalted butter. and I'll put my vegetables in there, and I'm going to cook them until they're done, and I'm going to salt and pepper them and add a little bit of maybe some seasoning. I can't remember what all I put in there, but onion and garlic powder would be nice. But the salt and pepper definitely. And I'm just going to let them cook until they're done. And I'm also with the cauliflower and broccoli and even the carrots. I've cut the carrots in half, and I cut the broccoli and the cauliflower down into smaller pieces. So it would be nicer. It wouldn't be great big chunks of vegetables in the casserole. All right, with my noodles, I'm cooking them al dente, so probably about a minute under the package directions. Because they're going to go into the oven for about 40 minutes at 350. With that cheese sauce, they're definitely going to cook longer. So I'm just doing them al dente, and then I'm going to drain them really good. I'm not going to rinse them really very much. I want that starch to stay on them so that the sauce will adhere to the noodles real nicely. And yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to do. Just al dente and drain them really well. Okay, here I've added my vegetables and I think my chicken to my cheese sauce. I've added all of it. I've drained my pint of chicken and I've drained my noodles, my pasta noodles really well. You can tell there's no water in them. They're drained really well. And my sauce has been cooking for a few minutes and it's good to go. So pretty soon I'm going to put all this together in that large enamel pot of mine. And when I do that, my burner's off on my large pot. And I'm just going to put all of that in here. And once I get it mixed really well, I'm going to divide this into two dishes because this is quite honestly a lot of food for Bobby and I. And I put it in two different dishes. And one of them I cool and I put that in a freezer bag and I froze it for another night. And the other one we had last night for dinner. So it made two meals for us, which was really nice. And actually, it made a lunch for Bobby also for work. And he really loved this dish.